Samantha Lavery here. Today we're going to do some Qigong to bring some harmony and ease to the body, some balance in that energy, bring some calmness to the mind and just help you to feel really relaxed and at peace. So firstly, we're going to bring our feet to about shoulder width apart, just making sure that we're relaxing our knees, hips and shoulders so that the energy can flow freely to the body. You don't want to lock your joints out, that blocks the energy. And we just want to feel quite relaxed, that you feel nice and comfortable. And we're just going to get the body moving with some twists. So we just bring in our arms just to the back and the side of the body, keeping your feet, knees and hips facing forward, so that movement is in the waist and the spine. So we're just bringing some energy, some movement into the body. Should feel quite nice. It's good to do at any time. Just gently tapping the kidneys at the back, just stimulates the kidneys, just gets into the waist, gets the body moving. And we'll just do this for a short while, and at any point you can pause the video if you feel like you need to do a little bit more, and you're just allowing the arms to flow freely, not really controlling them too much, really moving into the waist. And then we just bring the hands, allow them to stop. Feeling secure in the feet. We're going to harmonize the chi. I'll do some pulsing. So again, your feet about shoulder width apart, softness to the knees, and my tailbone isn't tucked under. It's stretching down towards the floor, crown of the head up to the ceiling. And we bring the arms out softly to about chest height. Have a softness to the knees. So as we take an inhale, we bring the hands down and we push the hips gently forward, lifting the chest. And then as we lift the hands back to shoulder height, we sink down into our hips, into that sit bone. Inhale, lifting the hips, lifting the chest. You can slightly look up to the ceiling if it feels comfortable to do so. Just really pulsing and harmonizing the chi, the energy that circulates through our body, our life force. Inhaling. And exhaling. So once you've got that movement, you can bring the breath, just create some strength and stamina into the body, into the legs. Helps with balance as well. Just focusing on the breath, just slowing the movement down, relaxing your arms. You get this nice flowing movement. We're just going to take it a little bit deeper this time, so a little bit more balance. So as you bring your hands down, we're going to come onto the toes, stretching up, lengthening, and then sink back into the heels as your arms float back up. Inhale as you come onto the toes, hands go back, lift the chest, look up, and exhale, bring the heels down towards the floor, floating the arms up. Inhale. So next, just stretch and lengthen, extra balance, stretching up, and then sinking and lowering back down. So again, we're just doing as many as it feels comfortable. We'll just do a couple more. Again, it builds up balance and strength and stretches as we lower down nice and slowly. Last one. And exhale as we lower those heels, lower the sit bones down. Just bringing the hands back. Now we're going to add a twist to get into the spine, works into our liver. So I'm going to mirror you. So if you bring your left hand forward, your palm faces forward, your right hand, the palm is just underneath your chest, palm facing upwards. Keep a softness in the knees, ankles, so you can move freely and the energy can move freely. So as we push the left hand forward, the right hand comes back and you're just looking behind, you're not straining your neck or anything. And then you pull the front hand back and push this right hand forward. Again, you're changing positions now with your hand. So the right hand faces forward, the left hand palm faces up, and you twist. Looking behind and exhale as you release. And the effort is in the pulling back. And exhale again, keeping the softness in the knees. You get this lovely twist to the spine, to the thoracic area of your body, gets into the waist. It's really good for the liver. Just move in a natural breath. It's really important just to keep the movement slow and steady. You're not locking out your elbows in any way. You don't feel any tension in your neck and your shoulders. You're keeping nice and relaxed. And coming back to a central position. Again, you can pause the video and do a few more of them if it feels comfortable to do so. So now we're going to paint the rainbow, sometimes called dancing rainbow. So again, I'm going to mirror you. So just pointing your left toes. We're going to bring the arms out as if you're like holding some scales. Holding the scales, and it's as if like you've got a rainbow between each hand. So we're going to bring your left hand down towards the left leg and the right hand tips up. And you're just looking towards that hand and the foot on the left side, and then you plant that left heel. The right hand comes down, left hand comes up. You point your right toes. And you're looking down. So you just get this nice movement in the waist. It's a nice stretch for the meridian, for your gallbladder. And you get this nice stretch and contraction to each side of the waist. You're just having a nice even breath, and again keeping your knees and hips nice and relaxed, shoulders relaxed. Inhaling and exhaling. So you can inhale as you come back up to a central position, and exhale as you bring your hand down to the side. Really works nicely into the side of the body. Feeling that stretch and then the contraction on each side. Just one more to your right side. And we bring our heels down, bring our hands back to a central position and just fold the hands in. Just bringing your hands just underneath your navel, just drawing the energy back into our lower dantian, our energy center for the physical body. Okay, so now we're going to lift the skies. So we're going to again have your feet about shoulder width apart. relaxing your ankles, knees and hips and shoulders. Again, just allowing that energy to flow freely. Clasping your hands so the palms are facing up. And as you inhale, you bring the hands up. As they come above your chest, your palms then turn out and push up towards the sky. You're not locking your elbows out. Shoulders are relaxed. You're pulling your navel in. And then bring the top of the hands down to the crown of the head. And then release your hands, just parting your hands, coming down by your sides. And then again, clasp your hands. So you bring your arms up, push the palms away and up to the ceiling. Not locking out your shoulders or your elbows. Bring the hands down to the crown of the head. And then exhaling, releasing your hands out to the side. Just a natural breath at this stage. Bringing your hands up, pushing it up to the ceiling. Hands come down to the forehead, to the crown of the head, and then release your hands down to the side. Just really brings this calmness. So just clasping your hands just as we did before, stretching the palms up. As you do, you come onto the toes, lifting the heels, lengthening up. And then as you bring the hands to the crown of the head, the heels lower down to the floor and release your hands to the side. So it allows you to strengthen the legs, really stretches out the body. Helps with balance, stamina, stretches and lengthening. Bring the hands down. So if you just want to bring a calmness to the mind, lifting the mood. It's always good to notice how you feel as you're doing these movements, noticing the effects that it has on your body and on your mind. It can be different for everyone. And just trying to bring some balance into the energy. So this time we're going to bring the feet a little bit wider. We're going to bend the knees, so we're sticking the tailbone out, lowering down into the hips. And we're going to cross the wrists, one in front of the other. It doesn't matter which one's in front. Just crossing the wrists just to the center of the body, just about at knee height. Or if you need to, you can come a little bit higher, that's fine as well. And we're just going to draw the hands up through the midline of the body. So we're bringing the hands up. Comes up towards the chest. Bring your hands over the head, softness in the knees, and then bring the arms out to the side. And as your hands come down, you bend down into the knees and the hips, and you cross in the wrists. Again, you don't need to change hands. The wrists are slightly apart, hands are slightly apart as you draw up again. And if you can, drawing up on the inhale and exhaling as you move your hands to the side, bringing them down. But if that is too slow for you with the breath, just find an even breath, just a normal, natural breath. Just drawing the arms above your head, and you just feel like you're bringing this calmness to the mind. It helps to remove any emotional armor that we might have, whether that's physically or emotionally, mentally. Maybe we're holding on to something that we need to let go of. And it just allows us to do that. Just Just lifting up. Allowing the arms to float over the head. Separating the clouds or parting the clouds. Just nice gentle movements. Exhaling as you release your hands down to the side. One more. And again, you can pause the video if you're enjoying this movement and you're finding some benefit. You can pause the video and continue. Just doing a few more if you need to. And then we're just going to roll up nice and slowly, rolling up through the spine. And release, relax your shoulders. So this time we're just going to turn to the side slightly and bring your left, again I'm mirroring you, so just bringing your left foot forward. And then just with your back leg, your right leg, you just have your knee and your foot out to the side so that we can bend into the front leg, straighten the back, and then bend into that back leg and straighten the front. So it's good to just get that movement first. Get a position where your feet feel comfortable. You don't need to be too wide. Just a nice stable position. And then we're going to, as you lean back into that back leg, you're just going to open the arms out now. So you're just opening the heart, opening the chest, take an inhale, and then you bring the hands towards the chest, towards the heart center, palms facing away. And then you push your hands forward, you come into that front leg, so you just shift into the weight into the front legs, just bringing the hands out to the side, and then you inhale, open the arms, shift the weight into that back leg, bring the hands to the heart center, palms facing forward, and then you push forward. So we're opening the heart, we're working with our second dantian now, our second energy center, the emotional energy center. This also can be called flying dove. And just balancing the emotions, opening the heart. Really good as we're in the fire element, working with the pericardium, triple heater, the heart and small intestine. Inhaling, opening the arms, opening the chest, and exhaling as if you release anything emotional that you need to let go of. That's no longer serving you. And just following this gentle, even breath. We're not locking out the elbows. Just shifting the weight and allowing your body to release and let go. Again, you can pause the video and you can do a few more. Just opening the arms out. Last one as we push forward. And then we're going to change sides. Just bringing the hands down. And we just change positions with the legs and just get that movement first with your legs. So you find a nice balanced position. And then as we lean into our back leg, we open our arms out nice and wide, opening the heart. Bring the hands in front of the chest and then push forward into the front leg, pushing the hands forward. Inhale. And exhale. And you just lose yourself in this movement. As we open the heart, strengthens the lungs, just works into your thoracic area. And you just can lose yourself in this movement, this nice, calm, gentle, flowing from one leg to the other. Just following the flow of your breath. Last one. And again, if you need to pause the video, if you want to do a few more of those, please feel free to do so. So our last one, we're going to pull the energy up from the earth and down from the heavens, just to supplement our own energy and vitality as we bring the practice to a close. So bring your feet, toes facing forward, feet about shoulder width apart. Relaxedness in your ankles, knees and hips and shoulders, so that the energy can move freely, so you feel nice and stable. And we have the palms facing into the legs to start with. So we do it in one breath, but it's in two parts. So we bring the hands up to shoulder height, and then we turn the palms up to the ceiling, and we continue the inhale up towards the ceiling, and then draw the energy down through the midline of the body, comes through the crown of the head, just drawing the energy down to supplement our own vitality. So again, palms facing down, and then you turn your palms up. Once you've got that movement, you can do it in one movement rather than two, just in one breath. But if you want to slow it down a little bit more, just do a natural breath. So we can bring our arms out nice and slow. Turn the palms up. Draw the hands towards the ceiling. And then just drawing the hands down through the midline of the body as we draw the energy down from the heavens. Just supplementing our own energy, our own vitality. Or you can do it following the breath, inhaling. And exhaling, just deepening the breath. Gathering that energy down into our lower dantian for the physical energy center. We'll do a couple more, inhaling. And exhaling. You feel this wave of calmness and quiet flowing down the body. And if any of these moves, if you can do with your eyes closed, it just brings this more mindful movement. It just helps to quieten the mind. Brings a sense of peace to the body. And although you feel calm, you can feel quite energized as well. Just bringing your hands just to the lower dantian, just underneath your navel, just gathering that energy in. Just making sure that you've got a softness in the knees, hips and shoulders. You feel calm and relaxed. Just keeping your eyes closed just to finish.